Welcome to Goon Squad Anime. We talk about anime that you're going to be watching. I'm Rome from Chicago.
I'm MC2K.
I'm Asian Nick.
And today we're going to cover my favorite Darwin's Game, episode 7, 8. This episode was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Amazing.
It makes me want to watch the next episode already.
Finally, this got to like the hype of everything.
Right. So, this episode, we leave off with going back to the florist, and he's still in the hotel, and he's still fighting Flame Dude.
Man, I thought he was just gonna flat out lose.
First of all, they did him dirty.
Didn't
let him get his fair one. He gets fair one-on-one.
I mean, hey, he would have won had it been just one-on-one.
Right.
He proved. To be fair, though, to be fair, Ren did set him up for success.
She
set him up for success.
She gave him report.
Yeah, she gave him the scouting report, and so he knew that basically that the Flame Dude was basically his natural rival, and that basically anything he did, basically the Flame Dude just burned everything.
Yeah,
and he almost died if it wasn't for Ren's advice.
Yeah, but it definitely confirmed that a lot of people do have like
the flame one.
Like right. People can have the same sigil or whatever.
This is probably like the best.
Yeah, exactly. He has like if you had to like grade it in tiers or whatever, like he's S tier for
flame sigils.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So I guess he has like the strongest of the pyrokinetic sigils.
Yeah, he definitely said flame on and
right. What'd you think about other boys freaking like one inch punch basically?
So the way they described it at first, it was like
energy punch.
It was like waves. It was like it only works at point blank range. I was like, that's pretty stupid. And then it was like, then when he flew up the building, I was like, how the hell he do that?
Shot energy at the florist.
I was like,
basically
push him towards flame demon.
He can create a goddamn shield out of it.
Yeah, that's just like damn. I was like, the florist is about to get him, and then he protected him too.
Right, so the florist was about to basically
pull 2 high-ranking members.
Yes, take them 2 down by basically doing grenades, but that didn't work because oh boy just did a shield around him and then he ran off. But
which was crazy.
Yeah,
a hand through his heart, or through his chest. Hand through his chest. Managed to use the vines to keep his heart pumping.
Hey, whatever you can say whatever you want about the florist, but he went out like he definitely made he made his mark on the show.
Yeah, he definitely did.
And he knew he was gonna die, so he was like, you know what, good. I'm gonna take the whole hotel down with me.
Right, so he starts collapsing the hotel with all the vines and everything, but they were like, those guys were like, oh, if we kill him, it'll stop everything. He's like, hey, man, this dude's already dead.
He's already dead.
It's too late. What'd y'all think about the kind of like little flashback of
him and his daughter? Yeah,
him and his daughter. Do you think he was actually in the room before he died? Or do you think it's just like...
No, I think it's just a flashback to give us perspective of a little bit. We know because we didn't get to see his daughter yet. So
right.
So he finally saw his daughter. And she realizes that there's something wrong with her dad or whatever. Or she felt like his presence or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we still get to see those weird butterflies, which I don't know.
Maybe that could be the person.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'm curious if she saw the butterfly too, or it's just like one perspective thing that they want to show us.
They actually never show any character like noticing the butterflies though.
Yeah. I think that I was that tied to like this thing like say that like right now they're pursuing to end the game. And they're gonna get there, but then they're gonna figure out that there's like a whole other thing that they didn't even think of. Like it's bigger than what they think it is.
Right.
And that might play a role in it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think there's more to the game than just what we're seeing. Yeah. And then after that,
I want to know more.
I know. We all want to know.
Like
that's why we watch. That's why we watch it.
Like the whole world's gonna be at stake type thing.
Right. And then. Then we cut back to Ren, and she's in the center of the city, in the train station.
Yep.
And she's trying to end the game. Basically, she's trying to figure it out and end the game. And then I guess Wang sent more of himself and more of his squad there, or his guild there.
Hold on, let me say one thing though.
Okay.
The dude who has the wolf nose power is stupid.
Well, I mean,
that's such a stupid.
Haven't let me even get there though.
I mean, it's been killing me. It's just
So she's
God.
walking through the station and she's trying to scope it out and trying to figure out everything. The one thing is that at this point, more than likely, their clan is the only one with the diamond code. So she's trying to figure it all out, and she's scoping out the place, but there's so many 8th clan members there, and she winds up hiding behind like a pillar in the subway, and two of the 8th clan members go by, and he's like, "Hold up a second, I smell something," and that's when he's got a stupid.
Like, hold up, I smell a bitch in here.
Yeah, I smell a woman. And she tried to take off running after he finds it.
Yeah,
I mean it's still just useful in a team, but like it doesn't do anything for him combat wise, other than being able to detect people.
Right. You can never hide from him, basically.
I get that, but again, had he not been part of a team, had he not joined the 8,
I mean, he's a support team.
He would be a useless ass character.
He got in where he fit in.
Yes, he did.
He's a support character.
So, and then Ren's trying to use her Laplace to basically avoid all the 8th clan members, and right as she does her little Laplace and figure out where she's gonna go, she's like, as long as Wang's not here, I can escape and use this. And as soon as she calculates everything and she's about to start to take off running, freaking Wang just appears right in front of her and grabs her, and then starts trying to basically interrogate her.
Yeah. So at first I was like, because she didn't even know what his powers were. I think that's why he was able to get the jump on her.
No one knew.
Yeah, no one knew what his powers were at first.
But it's interesting because she's like, she couldn't detect him, even though...
Yeah, that's why, because I think that's why, because he was traveling in that instant and when she was calculating.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, because he wasn't on the ground.
Yeah,
and so... it has to be like had to be something she's already seen already for her to calculate it. Like, people who were on the other side of that wall were just unknowns to her at first.
Okay. And so Wayne captures her, starts interrogating her, basically breaks her arm. And then right as he's about to start interrogating her more, Shuka shows up with a flashbang grenade, and they wound up getting Ren back, and Kaname's like trying to negotiate with the 8th clan, like, hey, I got critical information, let's make a deal. Wang's like... Nah, son. Just or we're just gonna kill you. Yeah. So then a fight breaks out, and this basically it was a firefight.
Yeah. I mean, Sugar's just like slaughtering people. She's got super excited and started slaughtering people, and she has Soda and Sota and I forget this little girl's name.
Shui,
yeah. Shui and Sota like on her back, just killing people, swinging the air.
And then
the machine gunner, he been killing people too.
I mean, no, if it wasn't for Wang, he would have been doing damage. It's just that it's a hard matchup for him.
So then we kind of find out more about what Wang's sigil is, which it's still I
don't know if he has 2 or is it just like so the way he described it is like the samurai ability or whatever.
Well, no, the sword is just him. That's something he did on his own. Like that's like when we say like you should round out the rest of your like natural or whatever you can do combat wise. That's like something he does. It's the samurai sword. But the other 2 things, the teleportation and then the claw thing, that's like I don't even know if that's...
Yeah, so...
he broke chains.
So right now, he has, I guess, what we can say is teleportation, but it's not like he can teleport anywhere. It's a 5-meter distance. So...
that's still pretty good.
Right. It is still pretty good. So... Machine gun guy, I'm gonna have to get better with names. Goes in there and he realizes that if he stays at least 10 meters away, this guy's not gonna be able to close the gap.
Ryuji.
Ryuji. Yeah. Thank you.
Came in clutch again.
I know. Comes in there and basically he's like, hey, if I noticed that if I could keep at least 10 meters from him, he can't close the gap, but I can get him. And so he's chasing them all over the subway, and then they realize that he goes outside of the subway to kind of get more of an opening, and he's trying to bait Wang, but Wang realizes that that's what he's probably kind of doing to him, and so he has the 8th clan flank him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Wang wouldn't just accept the challenge and charge straight at him.
Because he's smarter than that.
I get that, but it's
he's definitely smarter than he looks.
Yeah, but the way he described him, he was like, "Oh, he's just a wild animal."
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Well, it's because that's more anger. His anger that talks about him like that.
So his other thing, before I get too sidetracked, because we also forget, is it seems like he can just freaking, if he slices his hand, it's like a sword, and it's gonna chop your arm off or whatever, and that's what actually happens to
Shukas.
No, right. He
definitely chopped off his arm.
Chopped off his hand.
He lost that hand.
Yeah. So he does that and captures him, and we also figure out too is that he's basically covered head to toe in body armor. If you
because
he's definitely gotten shot a lot. Yeah.
Because he was standing there first, like, how the hell is he just standing there not getting shot? That was really getting me. I was like, okay, that makes sense now. He got body armor.
So I mean, they never mentioned it. Now they finally did. So you can say, all right, he does have body armor. And then
I guess he chose the body armor to make up for his.
His
shitty scissors.
Got real good with the gun, and he goes. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take whatever they give you, and then supplement it any way you can.
His sigil's still trash. There's 2 people with trash sigils, so they're still living. I just wanted to say that.
I mean, yeah.
The other dude who had a trash one.
Well, I would say they're just trash and inadequate for combat, but they're not completely useless.
Right. They're not completely useless. They're only useless basically in this fight here, and mostly combat, PvP combat. They're kind of useless.
I know. 1v1, you're not getting around like Shuka or Wang or the Flame Demon. People who have real sigils, they gonna body you.
I know. He even says that though. He's like, that's why you carry this big ass machine gun. So as he gets his hand cut off, and Wang's over there is like, hey, I'm gonna start cutting all your fingers off, and
he has a weird pickle jar.
With all the fingers, and I guess he makes people drink from him.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird, very weird.
A serial killer level.
Yeah, I would say so too. And so, as that's about to happen, when he's about to say, hey, we're going to put up the carving show, I guess he does this more than once.
Yeah.
He's done this more than once. Kaname shows up and basically hey, I surrender. And Wayne just starts laughing at him and basically saying hey, wait your turn and you're next, don't worry. And Kaname is like, well, I want to trade because he bust out a key. And it's just probably his fucking car key, and trying to switch because Ryu, man, I can't remember.
You had it. You saying it,
Ryuji realizes with his sigil that he's lying, that he's not actually giving up, and he's like, oh, what's Kaname gonna do? And basically he's like, hey, I want to trade this key for my life, basically, and he's trying to trick Wang, and that's where the episode ends. But before that, because I skipped over, we skipped over
Ren
her ultimate form of her power.
Right. So Ren has more than her Laplace. I guess it's Laplace internal.
Yeah.
Where she can actually dive into her inner self, and I guess it's just
her mind and everything.
Basically, she can be a supercomputer within herself, but she has to be in a safe space to do that because she's diving into herself, so she can't. I guess she's not aware of her surroundings.
Think she would have closed the curtain though.
Yeah.
They definitely forgot to close that curtain. I felt like that. You can see her through the window.
So she dives, does her Laplace internal, and then she's trying. Basically, Kaname tasked her with, "Hey, try to figure out the code and in the game." And so she does the Laplace internal. She does some computing stuff, and then she realizes that, hey, the code for the diamond is the Darwin's game, the book from 1859 or something, November 1859, and it's a book on Darwin's game. So that's what she figured. I guess she figured it all out, but they cut it right there, and so you don't really know what it actually is. So next week, I guess the game will probably end.
Well, let's get at least as close as possible, so we'll get some answers finally.
Right. So I'm ready for it.
I want to know what's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Have any other things you want us to discuss?
I guess we I mean, it wasn't really important, I guess, but we didn't mention the Donzo Boxing Club.
Oh, yes.
Homeboy showed back up.
They made appearance.
Yes, Homeboy did show back up.
We still don't know what his sigil is, though. Because he beat them without it.
Yeah, they just use hands.
So did he actually, do you think he actually killed those guys? Or you think
no, just knocked out punches.
The only thing that proves to me is all 3 of them were trash.
I mean,
obviously. the first dude,
But they did catch him off guard, though.
Hold on. Yeah. So the first dude, he's not trash because he got snuck.
Yeah.
The other 2, they watched.
But like you still in shock, kind of.
Yeah.
Nah. You just watch the homeboy get dropped, and then you
especially if you're not elite at combat, which they clearly they're not. But like if you see somebody get taken down, like you're still in shock of being, in a surprise attack.
Trash.
So we see a group. We don't even know who they are.
Yeah, they didn't get like a name, nothing.
All of a sudden, the guy's just like comes out, boom, snuck.
He just snuck him for nothing. All right.
So I guess he knocked all 3 of them out. That's why I figured that that's what happened.
And I don't think they didn't figure out yet, the Donzo Boxing Club, that it's about more than just the regular rings.
No, they didn't figure it out yet. They're just trying to get rings for all of their boxing club members. Yeah. So I'm assuming that maybe now that he's back into the play, that maybe next episode we'll probably see him either that or maybe the episode after. But I guess even if they don't realize that, maybe they're still trying to get money too.
Yeah. Well, so far only like 2 groups technically figured out that it's more than just about the rings. Right. And that's the 8th is because Wayne apparently he's definitely a lot smarter than people are thinking.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he knows there's more thing. He just doesn't know.
He can't find the answer, but he
doesn't know the answer. That's why he's trying to grab anybody in the subway to find the answer. Right. And then that other group, that other no-name clan that got snuck figured it out as well.
No, the girl did.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Because she was like, it doesn't make sense to not have all of them, but then we have one missing.
Right.
I think that's all she realized, that you're supposed to have all of them.
Right, so. All right. We'll catch you next week.
Did we forget anything?
I don't think we did.
All right, well, I'm Ron from Chicago.
MC2K.
I'm Asia Nick. Catch you next week. Hit that like and subscribe button.
It's free. Support us.
Oh, it's going to be great next week. I'm so excited.
All right, catch you then.